So, welcome everyone. As we talk about immunities, one of the things that we have talked about mitochondria is that mitochondria are the energy producing organelles, not organelle. It's a small area within the cell. And the way they do that, if you expose them to some activity, they start producing more. The more activity they do, the more production of energy. That's number one. They recruit more number of mitochondria. And as you know, there are so many thousands of mitochondria within the cell, heart having 5,000 of them, and brain even more. So when you increase the activity, the mitochondrial work increases and it becomes more efficient. One of the interesting things about them is that they also help in autophagy. Autophagy we talked about is eating up the cells. If we are not able to eat up our own destroyed cells, if they're not clearing them up, the energy will be wasted. And I'm not going to get into a specific area, but that actually increases the immunity. So in terms of whatever we do in exercise in the morning that we are doing, it truly benefits the whole energy cycle and production, utilization, clearing of waste products, and we talk about it. But so now I just want to mention about the different types of exercises that we do and what it means in terms of our body. It's obvious that all exercises you get benefits, and different types of benefits we know: flexibility, resistance, and strength, power, balance. All these things we talk about. But then there's that certain terms that people use out there. And we need to be very clear about what the terms mean. For example, aerobic exercises and anaerobic exercises. We have so much of confusion many times about what the heck is aerobic exercise. Aerobic exercises basically means it uses oxygen. When you use a lot of oxygen to produce the amount of energy that you have. Now, these are sustained, low-level, sustained exercises. They are aerobics. And they are, for example, running gently, swimming, fast walking. These are the exercises that we talk about, aerobic. The anaerobic are ones which create lack of oxygen. And these are high level. For example, jumping, weightlifting, sprinting, running, even the marathons, if it's not adjusted properly. And those are the things which lead to anaerobic. And anaerobic, for important thing about both exercises, particularly the anaerobic ones, is that there's something called high intensity interval workout. Here's the important point. Whenever we do this, there is a lot of data on this that says that if you did say 1 hour you want to do your exercise, that's a plan. We also have a data about going over 1 hour at a given setting is actually counterproductive. Anytime you go, say 90 minutes or so, people many times say, well, in my own program, I do stop in between and do a lot of other things when I go 2 hours walking or 3 hours walking. In between, we do take photographs, this or whatever. Point is this, that if you did divide that up into short bursts of practices. For example, we did the running in place for some time, like 5 minutes, and then take care of the muscles, oxygen, everything. And you add that. Now what happens is that is a much more beneficial to the entire body than do it at a stretch. So whenever you do the stretch now, our composition of what we do in the morning is classic because we cover almost every type of exercises. Now, immune health, therefore, is increased when we do intermittent bursts like that. Now, in the when you have resistance training, like, for example, lifting the weight or stretching, that builds the muscles and it increases the caloric expenditure quite a bit, and that helps you quite a bit. And now these are only the exercises which are, that people understand regularly. What we do also has to do with the other type of slow, easygoing exercise. There, of course, the Tai Chi and Qigong, and they are unique in terms of they do the other way around. They don't address the muscles as much, although Tai Chi does it and Qigong also. They stand for a long period of time in one position. All that really is testing the balance part of it. However, that works through the parasympathetic system. We are all aware of that too. So there's different mechanisms in which the exercises work. And all exercises, therefore, increase the immunity through not only the immune cells themselves, but also to the mitochondrial function. So that's an important part to recognize. And I was not too much aware of myself until I saw some papers. These are all recent papers, by the way, about some of the enzymes, some of the stuff mechanisms, how these little energy, factories, the mitochondria, how they are very helpful in actually removing the cell debris. I thought it was done mainly by the white cells and some of the other cells that we knew. And I realized that these are the cells that really, really produce extremely clean environment for themselves. It's like a self-cleaning oven, for example, or that type of stuff. So it's an extremely powerful way that we address our own energy factories. Thank you.